Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of The First Watch. I am Andrew Coons, your humble dungeon master. Super excited to be back for session 4 and dealing with the fallout of everything that happened last time. So you can find us on socials at First Watch Show, Instagram, Twitter, all those good places. And we're going to do some introductions. I'm going to pop it over to Blake.
Yo, everybody. My name is Blake. You can find me on Twitter at, I think, Blake C. Francis. Find me there. Excited to be here playing Grokus Darkbringer, the dwarf who's all about balance and following his DTNR. So love playing with this group of people, like just really excited to be here. And if you haven't yet, check out Grisman Hills. It's like an old one which already had dropped now. So please check that out because you get to see some of us here or there as well. I'm gonna popcorn it to Joe.
Plug. Hey everybody, I'm Joe, and I'm playing Malachite, the Earth Genasi Artificer. And you can find me on Instagram at JoeFrankDP. And I will throw it to Casey.
Yo, what's up, guys? I am Casey. I'm playing the half-elf bard Uranus. You can find me on Twitter at Casey McNeil and on Instagram at _Casey McNeil. I'm also going to plug Grisman Hills because it's great. You guys should all watch it because it ties into this and it's amazing. So watch it. I'm going to popcorn it to Darby.
Hey, my name's Darby. You can find me on the internet as Chaotic Darby, and I'll be playing Peony. You're definitely only an artificer, halfling ranger. I'll popcorn it to Cheryl.
Oh, sure. Yeah, that's me. I'm Cheryl.
I immediately forgot everyone who had gone before.
Amazing. You can find me running D&D games on the Nature Check D&D Twitch channel. And you can also find me in Ecuador next year running the Treetops and Tarasques D&D destination event. And I will send the intros over to Dana.
That's cool.
Hey, I'm Dana. I'm going to be playing Artemis Valor, Aasimar Wizard. And yeah, just like Casey and Blake said, you should watch Grisman Hills because it's freaking amazing. And yeah, back to Andrew.
And that's it, yes. But do please check out the miniseries Showdown at Grisman Hills, a 4-part miniseries that serves as the prequel to this campaign, featuring our wonderful Dana, Casey, and Blake themselves. And do check out the Nature Check Twitter feed for some information on Treetops and Tarasques. Is going to be an amazing experience playing D&D live in Ecuador for a good cause as well. Supporting well, you can say it better than I can, Cheryl. What's it supporting?
It's supporting basically the local economy, but that translates into conservation. So in Ecuador, most of the conservation of the cloud forest, which is a kind of rainforest, is done by individual people. And so that means that it's really important that all of the locals understand that the cloud forest has value as it is standing rather than being logged or poaching the animals or any of that other sort of extractive stuff. So yeah.
That's awesome. So awesome. For real. That is...
Going to be a time. All right, well, the other thing that's going to be a time is tonight's session, so let's go ahead and jump into another episode of The First Watch. Our 6 heroes found themselves coming to the coastal town of Floras through various means. 3 of you came from the south, from Grispin Hills, after doing some adventuring down there. And the other 3 met along the road coming from Excessa, the capital city of the kingdom. You all 6 ended up meeting in a tavern and kind of joining in camaraderie and thinking about kind of joining up in your endeavors, especially after it was realized that some of you might be able to help each other with some dwarven research and some of the secrets that the Grispin Hills crew had uncovered at one of the mines down south. That same day, you also met a local in the town, Daisy Mae, played by our great friend of the show, Shannon Roby, who was with us for the first 3 episodes. You met her through getting her out of some trouble with a local gang known as the 3 Blades that she had become entangled with. However, getting her out of that trouble came with a price, as the gang leader, Broback Grapebrew, messaged her magically later that day, telling her to meet him that evening at his domicile. She snuck away in the dead of night and met him, where he said that he wanted this other 6 of you delivered to him on a silver platter, trussed up and ready to do whatever he wanted with. She did her best to talk her way out of the situation and eventually secured a meeting down by the docks. She came back and let you all know about the situation, and you all decided to lay a trap of your own by scouting the area out and coming in ready to fight if necessary, keeping Malachite invisible and kind of on reserve, as he had not met any of the other gang members previously. Upon getting to the docks, you hoped to find Broback Grapebrew there, but indeed it was a trap of their own making, as instead of Brobat, Gormer, one of the lieutenants, and a large minotaur and several other thugs were there to go ahead and cut you off and take you out in whatever way they needed to. And battle commenced, during which, through some very clever use of different spells, Uranus was able to actually stop the fighting for a short amount of time, and then send the Minotaur swimming into the ocean. His fate to be seen at this point, but essentially taking their biggest gun out of the fight pretty early on. So nice job there, Casey. Really appreciate that.
Yay. Anytime.
You all were able to be victorious. However, in the final moments, Daisy Mae, with her hand mortar trained on the leader Gormer and having her pinned down, told you all to run, told you all to get out, that this was a fight of her own making, that this trouble was not yours, that you had done all you could, and that she would take things from here. And under some protest, you all finally did agree to split and try to figure out what to do next. So as we pick up today, you all are fleeing the scene of the battle in this moment. I'm going to say that you've just rounded your first alleyway and just lost sight, but you can already hear people beginning to stream down through the alleyways towards the docks, wondering what's going on. They've heard spells going off, they've heard clash of steel, and they've heard these explosions coming from Daisy Mae's hand mortar. So you have drawn a large gathering of people who have started to feed down, probably some of the local guard as well in tow. But as you all duck off into an alley and stop for a quick moment to catch your breath, what are you all doing?
Who's hurt the most? Which one of you is hurt the most?
I think it's pie.
Right. Say a quick prayer to enter. I'm gonna do oh my, what the heck? Come on, cleric. Healing word 2nd level. So let me get that going. 2, 6. Okay, so that's 10 points of healing.
Oh, thanks.
All right. If anyone else is hurt, I'm kind of wiped right now, but I can at least do some more kind of physical, kind of standard healing if need be. But I'm a little tired myself too.
Should we head back to the safe house and rest?
I mean, does anyone else have any other ideas? I mean, that's probably the best.
No, unless there's some dwarven ruins around here. That's probably the only place I know where to go and how to navigate.
I mean, can we get to them quickly with how we are now? I mean, how far out from the city are they?
Are the dwarven runes on the map?
They are not. The mine that has been uncovered is not on the map, and you've not yet talked to anybody to determine its location.
Nope.
Yeah, I think we should go rest and recover a little bit. It's been kind of a bad day for some of us.
I agree. Does anybody know how to get to the safe house? Does anybody remember?
Broker's old man, he's like,
I might. Can Peony try and?
Yes, anybody who wants to roll a history check to recall the directions.
Oh, it's history.
Would I get some bonuses because, like, I'm good at the whole tracking thingy doohickey?
What's your
Boobingo?
because you have the newer ranger thing where it's not favored terrain, right?
Yeah.
So it's whatever is included in there in regards. Well, that would be a survival check. Yeah, no, I'd say you could roll a survival check to try to remember the directions. Survival or history for anybody who wants to. Multiple people can roll.
Baby, let's go.
On history.
Has Malachite been to the
Malachite's
safe
not been
house?
to the
No.
safe
Okay,
house,
I didn't recognize that.
12.
13 for history.
Oh, Artemis!
Yeah, Artemis, yeah.
What'd
Wait,
she get?
what? I didn't even show up on D&D.
You rolled a
Oh,
24.
24.
Well,
Oh.
there you go.
Okay.
That'd be
So
crazy.
Artemis, you see them all kind of like, okay, is it this way, this way, and you're like, you know exactly where it is.
All right. Breathe. Follow me. And I'm going to try to direct them as stealthily as possible through the
Okay.
map.
Okay,
I can.
You said the word.
I can cast a stealthy spell.
I mean,
Can
you
you?
hear Groka just like loud with his armor, just like, okay,
Clank.
quiet, yes, okay.
Yeah, what do you cast, Joe?
I'm gonna cast Pass Without Trace.
Ho 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 ho!
All right,
Let's
so
send to our
Um,
stealth
Inside that
checks.
clank clank becomes silent.
Yeah, it's a +10 to your stealth check. Anyone I choose. I don't know if there's a limit.
I don't
Wait,
believe
it's
so.
a- close to you.
It's a 30-foot
Yeah.
radius.
Please-
So anybody within
Please
30
choose
feet.
all
So,
of
yeah,
us, please.
I guess I'll choose all of you. Yeah.
All right, so
Yeah, so
everybody,
everybody
may
gets-
make a stealth check, add an additional +10 to your roll.
I got disadvantage.
Are you kidding me
That
right
was
now?
cocked.
That's
Ugh.
a 17 plus 10 is
Stealth.
27 plus my stealth is 32.
Okay, you got a little bit stealth. We get you.
An 18 total because I rolled a 2.
15.
23.
Disadvantage.
That's with the +10?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I did the same 12.
Oh, Jesus.
What's the +10?
Dang, you rolled worse than me, and I just
Yeah, I have a 0 stealth and I rolled a 2.
Group checks like this are a balance, so the 32 and the 30 certainly do help. And Artemis, what did you have? You had a high number as well.
23.
The 23,
With the-
yeah.
Nice.
On the whole, you all are able to move pretty quickly and quietly. You do have to move a little bit slower than normal in order to stay stealthy, but you're able to stay quiet, compensate for each other. You know, you see someone knock something over in the alleyway, and someone else dives real quick and catches it to keep things quiet. So, while you are a large group, and while this is one of your first times ever working together, there's some synergy going on and kind of helping each other along. So, after about probably 30-ish minutes of kind of sneaking spot to spot, having to stop every once in a while as well, just to let people go by before you have an opening, you do make your way, Artemis leading them back to the doors of the safe house. Now, the safe house, if you remember, is Daisy Mae's kind of shack that she had been living in. Could be an old warehouse building. It's not terribly secure, but it seems to be abandoned. So,
Can you perception check before we go in?
Mhm.
Okay, 12.
A 12?
Yes.
You take a look and you don't see anything. However, both... I'm getting there. Darby, with your 24 passive perception,
What if
And-
I halfling eyes see?
and Malachite with your 18 passive perception, both of you just kind of
Got
taking a quick...
17.
A 17 total?
17 is my
Peasant.
passive.
Oh, that's pretty good too. Gosh, you all with such high pass perceptions. You're all standing there, and then just out of the corner of your eye, you see like a shape like disappear behind one of the broken windows.
We should go. We should leave. We should not be here. There's someone in there. and I don't
Inside
think
this,
it's Daisy
inside
Mae.
the safe house.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody inside.
It's not Daisy Mae, so we should like vamoose leave. Cowabunga.
So do we know that whoever is inside clocked us coming up, or does the stealth check count for that?
Now it's a good point. You're being very stealthy. You don't know that they saw you, but you did see someone kind of duck behind.
I could transform into Daisy Mae and just see who it is, or we can just go.
I guess
Is that a good idea if they are trying to kill her?
say we just, or just go. I mean,
We can just go.
I
We can go. Going is good.
Go where?
Yeah, where are we going?
Because
That is
right
the
now
question.
they're looking for us.
Yeah, the inn probably wouldn't be the best idea.
Yeah.
Peony
Yours.
and Malachite, you see a shape kind of move out of the it's still looking through the window, and it's kind of silhouetted in dark, but you see like a small head kind of peek up, and you see a rather large eye, and before it dips down behind.
Did it like look at us, or is it more like I'm peeking?
Make a perception check for that specifically.
Gollum.
I get to ignore once.
God, it's not fair.
Just DM, how's a 28 sound?
28 sounds pretty good. You saw this eye come up, and it like caught the light, almost reflecting, and you just saw it kind of like look back and forth, and then up behind.
We should go. They're like looking around and stuff. Like, shoo, 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 shoo. We should like shoo, out of here. I think.
But to where is still the question.
Just out of town?
We could go camping. Were there woods nearby?
I'm gonna go walk up and knock on the door.
There are
Like
no
while
woods nearby.
everyone's talking, I'm exhausted, so like this is.
Grokus.
We're all
Oh,
just
no.
like and he's like screaming.
Okay.
I'm just tired. I'm just we need a rest.
I'm gonna change into Daisy Mae as soon as he opens the door, just
Okay.
in case maybe they're not hostile to Daisy Mae.
Okay. You into Daisy Mae. And Grokus, you clomp, clomp, clomp up to the door, and you knock first.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's gonna knock.
Okay. And you just hear this like skittering sound, like something like tips over and like inside.
I can hear you inside. Can you please just open up? We don't miss any harm. We just wish to speak. Can you please just open up the door?
You just hear a voice from inside go, "My home."
That's fine, but may we please offer some assistance in your home? We are exhausted, just need a rest. We won't be staying very long.
Found it first.
Okay,
Is the
well,
door locked?
maybe you might have found it first, but maybe we can share for a little bit. So we're not trying to take your home. We're just trying to rest for a moment.
Is the door locked?
You can try,
Try
it.
it.
No, it doesn't even. It's not even on a hand. Like it just swings open.
Yeah, I'm gonna push the door open as Daisy Mae and say, well, actually, I found it first.
And you just see something skitter behind like a bunch of boxes in the corner, and you just hear "Brrr, out."
Lad, it's okay. You don't have to hide. We don't mean any
I'll
harm.
blast you all.
Well, that's a threat.
Oh boy.
Daisy, it's okay.
What a
It's
riveting
okay.
discussion. What a riveting discussion.
You fumbled the landing on the pun.
Yeah,
No.
totally. That messed up the entire thing.
We're here just to, like I said, we're here just to rest. Like no one needs to be blasted. We're just coming in to rest. Okay.
I'm just gonna try to walk over to it and see what the hell it is.
Okay. You start walking over there, and all of a sudden you feel a sharp twinge of pain in your kneecap. And you look down and you see like this small pebble is like skidded across the ground next to you. And you just go, I'll do it again.
Oh my god.
You just throw a pebble at me? No, I keep trying to
I'm
go
gonna motion to the rest and to come inside. Like I think it's
Okay. So Aranis, as you're getting closer, all of a sudden you see popping up from behind the barrels and the boxes and holding a slingshot and like ping, and like releasing it. Does a 17 hit?
Probably.
About to rock your world with
Yeah,
that
that did.
slingshot.
Okay, you don't take any damage because it's a teeny tiny pebble, but it just pings off of like your chest, and you just see the figure like duck down again and hide.
Okay, dude, I
Is this a child?
transformed back into myself. We're not here to hurt you, man. We're just trying to rest like you are. If you just come out and not hit us with more pebbles, I think we can come to an agreement.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
I'll help him. I'm gonna help. Can you give him advantage and guidance? But tap him. He's telling the truth. We're just here just to rest.
Okay, so you can either give him guidance or you can give him the help action.
Well, help because advantage is more than a D4. So yeah, so
That is a nat 20.
Oh!
Is 30.
Hi, new
Okay.
friend. Hi, new best friend. Hi.
You see poking their head out from behind the box. It's kind of this flatter oblong shaped head with these two large bulbous eyes kind of set up on top of it in this long wide mouth. It's a small frame, probably halfling size, maybe even a little bit in between like gnome and halfling. And very wiry with these, like, you know, it's like got a shirt and pants on that, but they're just very loose and draped over, as the arms themselves are super thin, but with these large kind of bulbous fingers. As you see, a grung slowly step out, or a frog person for anyone who's not familiar. They're wearing also this like conical type hat on top of their head that kind of flips over at the tip on the corner. And as they come out, the tongue all of a sudden just whips out and licks one of the eyeballs.
Oh,
And they just look right at you. And they're holding this slingshot, like really crude little thing.
Oh.
hey, what's your name, bud?
Name's Greta.
Greta. Nice to meet you, Greta.
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 Okay.
Greta with an E.
Greta. Sorry.
Greta. Greta.
I'm a little old.
What
So
a
my hearing,
regrettable
my
mistake
hearing is
we
not
made.
as. I'm Grokus. This is I guess
Grokus?
yes,
Good name.
Grokus. Thank you.
Nice to meet you, Greta. We're not here to hurt you, and I don't think you're here to hurt us. Can we all just stay
found
here
this place
together?
first.
Well, again, we were here first.
We don't plan on
came
staying
back.
here that long. We're just here to rest. We don't plan on this can be your place. We don't plan on staying here long. I mean, obviously, you probably need this place. That's fine. We just need to rest here for a little bit. That's all.
I can show you a cool thing and make your sling really cool if you let us stay here for a night.
My weapon.
I can show you a crab. His name is Reginald. He's
I've seen crabs, but they don't have names.
But have you seen a crab do this? And she's gonna pull out Reginald, and he's gonna do a little dance.
She kind of like takes a step forward, kind of cocks her head a little bit and looks at it with one of the big eyes.
Isn't he cute? He's cute, right? He's really
Has to roll a Constitution save.
Reginald is hypnotic. He's casting hypnotic patterns with his dance.
No, we attack.
This is my spot over here. She got points to
We-
where the boxes are.
We
Good,
can
good.
go in that corner there, and we can just talk from the corners. I've never really
Keeps
been in a
licking
place
the
with
eyeball.
corners before.
I'm going to, if I have at least some inventory, I think I have some. Do you have any rations? I want to give him something to eat if I have anything. Which I do. I have a ration, so I'll give him one of my rations. Which probably is like dried food or something like that. So here you go. I'll put it down. I mean, it's good. You don't have to trust me. I'll take a bite out of it. So
Kind
like
of pads
it's
forward
good.
a little bit and grabs it, and thank you.
No problem.
Pads back and sits behind the box, or kind of on the side of the box where she can see you all. But
Uranus goes to the other side of the room and just flops down. Just sits against the wall.
Man. I'll kind of go over and join just some. So, that's Daisy. We had to. I don't know about you guys, but I'm definitely gonna come back for Daisy. No matter what we do, we have to. There's no way.
We can't let her take the fall for all of this.
No.
So it seems like we gotta figure out a plan to take out Brobat then.
Well, the first problem is how do we get out of here? Because I think they probably have people watching the gates. So,
Whatever Malachite did was pretty nifty. I think we could probably use that to get out.
Yeah, I can only do it once a day, but I can do it
Oh.
again tomorrow.
How
Okay.
gatey are the gates into the city? Are they like are they
Super
like
gates.
literal like gates and then like wall around the city?
Right, and
Oh.
how Wally is the wall.
Yeah.
no, how gatey the gates and how Wally the wall is a valid question.
If we give the Wally an Eva, would the wall let us through?
Does the wall to Floros have a soulmate? Let me think here.
I'm
It's a
Who
it's a
knows?
very smooth, round,
Depends
white
on how much you
robot
believe
with
in
blue
love.
eyes.
The walls are somewhat Wally. They are not they're not like stone or anything. They're like wooden walls. They're very well constructed because they're up on the top level as well. That's the other thing is like most of the walls and gates are up on the top level, where the top shelf being the more moneyed area. The gates themselves are wooden gates. There are no like metal portcullises or anything like that. So they do have big iron locks on them, and like kind of like the lever lock style things. But yeah, they are wooden and thick, but not, they're not stone walls.
all of
Wood
the
could be
gates
burnt.
are on the top level.
To get out of town, yes, because the whole town kind of like circles around and then goes down.
Yeah.
Obviously,
Brobat
the
would have to
port,
have some-
like you could get out to sea, and that'd be a different
Right.
layout.
Yeah.
Brobat would have to have some pretty high up connections to be able to shut down the city looking for us.
Well,
And I still just want to meet him. Like I don't know if we even have to leave. I mean, I still would like to meet him. But I mean, if you guys want to, I'll definitely leave. But my vote is to kind of just go to him. But
I think if we go to him, he's gonna try to kill you.
it's fine. It's not the first time someone's tried to kill. So
that's not fine.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
But
would
the
vote
longer-
for whatever plan involves the fewest of us getting killed. if
the
possible.
longer he stays like that, the longer it's going to disrupt the balance of this whole town and people like Daisy, people who don't deserve it. So
hey, Greta, you wouldn't happen to know how to get out of this city unnoticed, or any mines nearby, or where some guy named Crobat lives? Any and or all three? I can give you stuff for
What kind of
us.
stuff?
Start pulling like junk out of like I've got this shiny gear cog. I polished it myself. I've
That's
got
crap.
okay, well that's hurtful. I have a hammer.
I have one of those.
Do I have
well,
little chunk of glowing rock from the
The chunk of glowing rock from the magical place that's
From the
super
mi-
special and far away. It's
You pull
super
that out?
rare. Actually, no,
You-
you
I'll
shouldn't
pull that
trade
out.
that. You shouldn't trade that at all.
I'll give you a piece of this if you tell us how to get out of here.
So you've been in the mines?
Eh?
Maybe, maybe not.
Perhaps.
That has nothing to do with this deal.
Hmm. She pulls out some of her own. From a little
Oh,
bag. She has a little sliver of it. It's not nearly as much as yours. She's like, I've been in the mines too.
Hmm.
okay.
Do you
Dangerous
like-
place. We
Eh,
glad to
dangerous
see
if
you
you
made it
don't know what
okay.
you're doing.
So you know what you're doing. Is there a way out of the city through the mines?
Maybe.
shoot. Could
What are you
you?
paying?
Would you accept gold?
Gold is good.
How much would you like?
How much you got?
2 gold.
Uh,
I mean, living in a place like this, you can't have much. So
I'll tell you one thing for 2 gold.
All right. I pull out the 2 gold and like hold it between my fingers.
Well, one thing.
I mean, I guess maybe we're how to get out of here through the mines. I guess is unless or how to get to Bro. But that's what I want to ask. But it's your goal, so you ask. I mean,
Maybe where the mines are? I'm sure we can find our way out. It can't be hard, right?
What
Or
do you think is the best way to get out of this city unnoticed?
Swim.
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 Water.
Hand over the 2 gold.
Mm-hmm.
I pull out 2 more.
Eyes go a little bit bigger. Seeing more gold come out.
How do we get out of this city through the mines?
You can't. Not that I found yet.
Oh. All right. Friends, I have an idea of a way to get out.
Yeah.
Oh.
Beach episode?
and so we're all so you guys are all in favor of leaving. Then I imagine, right?
I think just to regroup until
I think it's a good idea.
Because he'll probably still be here, right? I mean,
he's not going anywhere.
He lives here?
Yeah.
He holds all the cards here.
But Daisy's here too, though. So, but all right, let's also make sure we get back as soon as he possibly can.
Of course.
I think Daisy can handle herself, at least for a while.
Why? What was your...
Well, people like to do things for me. People like me, I guess. So we could put on an act and all get out of town. The only problem is it might be slightly demeaning for you, and I don't really like that, but
What do you mean
It's
people
okay.
like you?
Demeaning.
We've done something similar not too long ago, so I don't.
what do you mean?
Essentially, they tied me up with I was their prisoner. Look at it, Arno's and around us,
no.
and so
Nothing like that. But if you were my entourage of servants,
Hmm.
I mean, we can do what we got to do. That's fine.
What kind of person would have that many servants?
Fair
Just
question.
walking around.
people who can give their gold to someone in an empty warehouse for information.
I was gonna. Yeah, that's well.
A fair point.
I mean, I say we use whatever means we have. Obviously, some of us have more means, which is a good thing in this situation.
And I know you mean well, so I mean it's not gonna be. I mean, we know it's a ruse. That's
Yeah, I think that's something we can do tomorrow after we rest.
It won't cause you to get in trouble, though, right? For pulling off something like this, it's not going to bring anything negatively back.
I would not think so. We don't have to make a big fuss. Just, I mean, I guess just be quiet on our way out. But if someone asks, we have a story ready. So.
Sounds good. How long has it been since the fight?
Probably at this point, 45 minutes to an hour. Took you about a half hour to get here, and then you've been here, 10 plus minutes.
Yeah, I think we just set up camp here for the night.
There's some way to kind of bar the door a little bit. I mean, just a little extra protection, just kind of keep that. I'll try to if possible.
Okay. Go ahead and make a survival check.
Ew.
Just to find things and kind of put them together into a makeshift barricade.
All right.
Can I give them help?
Yeah, you can roll it with advantage, getting
thank
help
you.
from the group. Karolina specifically.
Fine. So roll 2. Oh, advantage. Perfect. Roll a 1.
Oh no.
That's a 5. That's a 6.
6. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean you pile up barrels and crates as much
tired.
as you can. It's none of it is like, super well wedged or there's no lock on the door or anything, but you do what you can.
I'm like, it's good enough, guys. This is good enough. This is sturdy, That old man confidence. This is good. We're good. Done this plenty of times before. This is definitely hold up. So.
What time of day is it? It's only like the afternoon, right?
Yeah, it was like just after noon when you met up at the docks. So it's 1 o'clock, 1:30 at the most at this point.
Yeah, a couple hours till bedtime at least. So there's that at least.
Yeah, Aranis is just gonna sit and play music while we wait for a better time to actually go to sleep. And I'm still maintaining concentration on sending the Minotaur for a swim until that runs out.
Okay.
Or until I feel the spell drops because he's drowned.
Sure. Sounds good. As soon as you pluck a string, like Greta jumps, like startled, and kind of looks over.
It's okay.
Music. You don't like music?
I didn't say that. Just didn't expect it.
Sorry. I'm gonna start playing again and see what she does.
Yeah. Now that she's watching, she actually just like bug eyes just stares right at you the whole time.
I'm just gonna turn away slightly and keep playing.
Well, if we perform some music for you, will you give us some more information?
If you give me some gold.
But this is better than gold. This is gold for your soul.
I'm glad. Hey.
Scold.
Gold, right?
Goal. So we still have our library books, right?
If you got any, yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna sit down with Grokus and kind of talk about the construct you guys found and go through that book and see if I can find anything that looks similar.
Yeah, so I'll take off my armor. I'll be about to praise you. Come up and be like, oh yes, yes, and then if we can definitely look at that with you. So
Go ahead and roll an investigation check. Anybody else who's doing some reading through their books for anything in particular can roll the same.
will.
But yes.
I'll give Malachite advantage. I'll give him help since I know he knows him a little more than I do since kind of new. So
Sure.
Yeah.
That's much better. 22.
22.
Sweet.
Okay. So when you were in the library and flipping through things initially, you didn't see, a specific drawing of that construct. And you still don't find one that's exactly that. However, through kind of flipping back and forth between several pages, you start to find pieces of it. And Grokus, you're able to point out like, oh, that's the way the legs looked. with those long, spindly bladed, kind of almost like spider legs. And then you find another bit and you're like, wait, that's the shape of the open furnace that was spewing fire at you. You look through a couple, like you actually piece together like 3 or 4 different types of constructs that all have various purposes for mining in dwarven history. Portable stoves, those ones with the spider legs, just allowing people to get up into areas that are trickier to traverse, etc. And kind of what you're piecing together is that whatever was built was either just, kind of a 2.0 version of some of this stuff, or was perhaps a compilation of Frankenstein's monster style thing of piecing together different parts. But it has elements of lots of the other ones, but it's not represented in its completion here in this book.
Well, so based on that and based on my role and everything, can I more or less figure out what is needed to fix it?
Yeah, and that with a combination of, the fact that Grokus and Uranus and Artemis, you all have a part that you are looking for.
The thousand tooth, whatever.
I forget the name of it. It's such a long name. The thousand tooth corkscrew platinum gear or something like that.
3,000.
Yep. That combined with everything, Malachite, you look and you go, if I can find this kind of corkscrewed gear that they're describing, along with, kind of looking at some of the machinations, specifically within that portable furnace element, you see where it would potentially fit. You're like, okay, I'm going to need a couple other tools. I'm going to need a couple other, small pieces to bracket it all together, but you think you could fix it.
Well, would it be worth me putting on a disguise or something and heading to the Artificers Guild, would that be a place to go to buy things at all, or?
Potentially, yeah. Specific parts like this, either you could get them there at a lot of these guild halls, or they could order out for you and get that delivered. You do know that the one here in Floros is more of an outpost than a full-fledged guild, so their stock may not be the same as what you're used to in Excessa. You could get this part in Excessa. Whether or not Dinsburg has it here in Floros, you're going to have to find out. The thousand-tooth titanium-plated corkscrew gear drive. I'm just going to pin this so I don't ever lose it.
Wow.
Well, I could go to the Artificers Guild and see if he's got anything like this, or if he doesn't have it, maybe he could point me in the right direction.
Can I take?
May I see the book? I was going to see it too.
Yeah. Hey, Greta, have you seen this in the mine? And I just point at the part.
Cost you 2 gold.
I give her 2 gold.
Never seen that before.
God. Okay. I'm gonna wait till she goes to
Seen
sleep
that
and
one.
try to steal my gold back.
Uranus, can I see the book? Wait, you've seen what?
Ooh,
Wait,
she saw one of them.
Wait, I'm sorry. What was that?
So you were holding open the page, I assume, with the portable stove, where the part is and everything. The page flips a little bit, and she says she's seen that one, and she's pointing to the long spider-legged one.
With the same kind of legs, the one that I've recognized.
The same long bladed legs.
You've seen in the mines around here. You've seen this one.
Yep, seen those long sword legs.
Peony, have you seen? Is this one that you've seen too? I think you said that you have. We talked about this before. I think we did.
Is it one that we've talked about before?
It would not be one that you would have seen in your minds,
Okay.
Peony.
No, I don't think. She's like flipping through her journal. I don't think I've seen anything like that before, but maybe if it's down there, we could probably take some parts out of it. Maybe if are there lots of stuff like this, like kind of gear cog stuff down there?
There's some.
Do they move?
Nah, not that I've seen. You do look at the drawing of the spider-legged one in there, and what it seems to be in its original form is sort of like a portable chair almost. It's actually got a place for two. There's a little drawing with two different dwarven miners sitting in it, and it allows them to get up into weird areas and kind of work in tandem with each other, and then move quickly.
Like it can excavate things at all?
It itself doesn't look like it actually does any of the excavating. It's more of a way where, like, instead of needing harnesses or scaffolding or anything, two dwarves would get into one of these units and then just be able to crawl around.
Like spider climb all over.
Exactly.
Something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's got places for all their tools, and a little place that, like, almost like the middle of it is like a bucket, right? Like between the two seats, there's like a bucket for them to put precious gems and stuff.
We should go in the mines.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah. If you guys want to, yes, we can.
Well, I mean, how far down? How big are the mines? How big are the mines?
You're asking Greta?
Yeah.
This is going
Hey,
to.
don't before you give her anything. Hey, Greta, maybe you'll take one of these. So I take one of the like pellets that she was shooting,
Mm-hmm.
and I pick it up and I
Tinker with it.
tinker with it.
Oh
and,
no!
A little, almost like a holographic image of her face comes up on it, and I just hand it out. And how much gold do you think this is worth?
Quick question, Malachi. Are you wearing gloves?
That's a good question.
I know why.
It's poison.
Nope. She's gonna. Yep.
Are you wearing gloves?
I don't know. What is he wearing gloves in the art?
Well, could Malachi be wearing gloves in this moment?
Roll a die.
I have no idea.
I mean,
This is so
as an
good.
Roll a dice
artificer,
I'm so ready.
I feel like it could make sense.
So
Yeah,
I'm so ready.
50-50.
Okay.
D6 even for wearing, odd for not wearing.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
even wearing, odd not wearing.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, it's exactly what I thought.
He's not wearing. No.
Not wearing
Yes.
gloves. So
Oh, good.
Oh,
so
boy.
when you pick up the
Yeah.
pellet, you're not going to take any damage or anything, but you do feel this very kind of sharp, tingly, acidic, like burning sensation on your fingertips. Something you're fairly familiar with, working with various chemicals and whatnot. You get a little on you or something. You can tell it's not like super strong, or at least isn't anymore, but like it does, like it's almost got like a Pop Rocks type sensation against your fingertips as you do it. But that's just something to note.
Okay.
Is this
Interesting.
Child, or is this like an adult Grung?
Make an insight check.
Okay. Age check.
That face.
21.
21. Pretty hard to tell. Pretty hard
With
to
a
tell.
21?
She seems pretty well put together, like she's handling herself well. But yeah, hard to know.
I'm just a baby.
Yes, the chat has asked how
So
hot
I'm
she
going
is.
to.
She's
So
a,
I'm gonna.
Yeah, can I make a check for how hot she is?
you know what? She is a very attractive grung. As frogs go, incredibly attractive.
Smooth
Groker-
skin.
Groker's gonna
And,
take-
and because of that, not a child.
Yeah.
So there we go.
It's something.
Yeah, right.
Solved.
Solved. So what's the holograph that you?
It's like a portrait of her face.
Okay. She looks at it, kind of takes it from you to continue to.
Yeah.
What do I
You'll
do with it?
continue to do that until you choose to end that effect.
Yeah.
She like puts it in her bag and pulls it out real quick. Is it still going?
Yep.
Puts it in.
Just like it.
What do you want to know?
Wait, what do we want to know?
We want to know how. Oh, squat. How
It's
big
like
the
how deep-
mines
yeah,
are?
how-
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Where the mines are.
Spent
How,
about a day.
where they are.
Spent about a day in there. Half day to get down, half day to get back up. Could have gone deeper.
For peony, does that sound
No.
shallow or is that pretty deep?
I mean, she says that she could go deeper, so you know, it obviously, you know, it can go farther down. The mines that you've explored, and also for the Crispin Hills crew, the mines that you've explored. I mean, you can easily get a day's trek into some of these places. Now, sometimes they just open up into large caverns, you know, natural caverns that are, you know, you can spend a long time traversing those and maybe not find anything of note. But yeah.
I don't think it's a bad idea to go down there.
When you were down there, were you down there to look for something in particular? Were you there because of the guy, or did you just go in there by yourself?
Just curious.
So there's like multiple. But are there other people down there? Do you
Oh,
know?
there's tons of people. You gotta get past them.
Do you know how to get past them?
I'm pretty sneaky.
Have you ever done some adventuring, Greta?
She squints back at you just as hard as you squinted at her.
New friend.
Sounds-
new friend.
Sounds
new
dangerous.
friend. But it's fun.
Dangerous, but worth it. If you wanted to be our guide or anything like that.
I take a lot of gold.
How about 4 gold?
How about a share of whatever we find in there?
That sounds risky.
They'll have us
What if
as
you don't
protect-
find anything?
And you still get 4 gold?
She looks at you, Peony. Don't patronize me.
I only have 4 gold.
We're gonna need to start talking platinum if I'm gonna be guiding people.
Ooh, drive a hard bargain.
I'll counter offer. I've been in lots of mines before. I can get us around probably better for free. Actually, I'll do it for 5 gold.
I think how about you do it for no gold and we leave Greta here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's my house anyway. I found it first.
Just saying, you could get some gold if you show us the way.
Or you get nothing.
Offer me enough.
Could make you a couple more of them magic pellets. Could put anything you want on there.
Does it last forever?
It'll last for a while.
Sounds like I gotta offload them quick.
Jeez.
Businesswoman. Okay. What is it that outside of platinum, what can we offer you for some help?
Got weapons?
What if we find weapons down there?
That'd be great. Then I can guide you back down the next time you go.
Ron is gonna go sit in the corner. He doesn't like Greta. He's gonna sit down in a huff. Be like, I'm done with it. I wash my hands of it.
Well, I mean, dwarven stuff can be pretty valuable.
Can be pretty
I mean,
dangerous too.
Yeah, but like they're super easy to take down or like whatever. They're not even if they're not even moving, they're not even that dangerous. Like
Also, we've got a
Some
dwarf
things
with-
are worth more than a little money too, though. So I mean, they're not just items. I mean, they're made by somebody, so it's not just some just for gold. It has some. I'm gonna go
Look,
sit down.
I found a new house, and then you all came in and are now in my house. and trying to get me to go do dangerous things.
Again, we were here first, but
Money?
whatever.
What kind of weapons are you looking for?
What you got?
What was that?
What you got?
No, I was just curious. What you're looking for?
I like things that shoot from a distance.
Okay.
Can you just make her a gun?
If we get enough parts in the mines, we could.
Yeah.
We can make a rudimentary bolt
Oh my
rifle, bolt
God.
action rifle.
What's a gun?
Probably.
Sounds good.
it goes boom.
I like boom.
If you help us in the mine, we can help you make a gun. That's my offer. That's it.
What's it
We
do?
just hand her a stick that just makes a sound boom whenever. This is a gun.
As you guys are talking, like I'm lighting a block of incense, so you kind of smell like a nice like scent for the room. So we just kind of have like a block going, like a candle going, as I'm just kind of sitting across like on the ground in the corner. So you guys kind of smell that, just kind of fill the space. It's a nice scent.
Guy's nostrils kind of.
Help for a gun.
Again, I'm not 100% sure what this gun thing is.
Oh, you will enjoy it when it's done.
It's
I
such a
can-
blast.
Go ahead and let's have someone do a group persuasion check. Now she is she's resistant to this, so I'm not going to give advantage, but it will be a straight roll for perception or persuasion.
27.
Jeez. Okay.
Wow.
I'll go roll because why not? Let's see what happens. Yeah, that's a good roll, but yeah. Yeah, she kind of...
Can I insight the group if they're like telling the truth? Because I'm still in the corner, but I'm like hearing this
Sure,
like
yeah.
trying to pray, just like man, that's a fourth 2 I've rolled. Okay,
Oh.
well, so they're probably telling the truth. I believe them. They're my friends. They're not gonna lie like that. We're good. Okay.
If we can get around to it, I mean, if we find the stuff while we're in there, yeah.
So she kind of looks at all of you and she's like, I'll tell you what. Give me 20 gold up front and then this gun thing afterwards and I'll do it.
How about 5 gold and 1 more magic pellet?
She looks at you long and slow. And you can make anything?
Come on, you know you want one. I can make anything you want.
Can it move?
It can't move, but
You can make it say words, though. I mean, it could say.
it can say words. It can light up, and it can smell. It can make a sound. Whatever you want.
Can I pick up a pebble and do one with her face and?
Is this just something everybody can do with this group? This is
No, we're just super smart
Oh.
and cool and awesome. And Peony is being very genuine when she says that.
7 gold in the thing.
What do you guys think?
I think that's fine.
I think that's the best we're going to get out of her.
Yeah. She drives a hard bargain.
He does.
I think you got a deal.
Bloody hell.
Puts her hand out for the gold. Takes that from whoever is going to pay it. And then she kind of like looks at you, Malachi. She's like, I'll tell you what I want, but come over here.
All right, I follow her.
She like brings you over and like
Yep.
very like low voice, like you kind of like get down with her. She's like, all right, so I want like a boat, but like it's a little boat, and it's like got a little sail. God dang it, Cheryl. Oh, porn.
Well, she's shipping something.
I just want this kind of a little boat, and it would be cool if it was on the waves, but if it can't move, at least like maybe look like it's flapping in the breeze a bit, and maybe I'm like on the little boat and I'm like sailing the little boat.
I think I can make that happen.
Okay.
She
Don't
does
tell
want to
anybody.
be an adventurer.
Don't tell anybody.
Man.
All right. Yeah.
That's so
So
cute.
I'll turn away from everyone while I like activate it.
Could I
And
have seen them say this?
Because you can read lips.
I can
Oh.
read lips
Oh my god.
as long as I can see them talking.
Yeah, if you got into a
Yes.
position where you could, I mean, yeah. There's no two ways around that. You can do it.
I will pull out the 7 gold and then go over and like sit with my back against the wall and just like pull my knees up to my chest, kind of near where Grokus is.
And I, like I said, I turn away from everyone when I do it, but I make it like there's like a wave, and then the boat's like on the wave, like moving, and the sail and everything. And she's like got one foot up on the prow or whatever, and she's got like a cape that's like billowing,
Yes.
That's
and a
awesome.
sword not a sword. She's got like a gun strapped to her back.
Super bad.
Nice.
Love.
You give it to her, and she takes it. Her eyes are super wide. Oh, that's very nice. That's very, very nice. Thank you. Yes. Okay. And just into the bag.
Sweet. We have an agreement.
Guide.
So I guess we just chill here rest of the day, take a good long sleep.
How long did that
Yeah.
bartering take? I'm just
Hours.
3 hours. 3 hours.
It's like
It's like 8
mostly
o'clock at
just
night.
staring at each other like
Right.
hard.
I'm gonna see if Pricey down. Like, are you much into prayer?
I don't really know. But I guess I'm a big fan because you saved me.
Yes, I mean, you helped save too the way that weapon skill you have with the a rapier that was pretty awesome too. So, and whatever I can do to help with the balance with them, thankful to him and or for giving me the strength to actually help you back there. So I'm gonna do that again in a heartbeat. So don't ever think that as long as I'm living and breathing, I will do what I can to help make sure that all of us kind of remain on the right side of this. So
We got the balance. He's still out there swimming, so he'll get what got coming to him.
where did you learn such good swordplay?
I had a really good teacher.
Why are you so rich? I'm just gonna ask you. I think everyone-
I look at
What?
Ron, it's just
Ron, you
like,
can't just ask someone why they're so rich.
Please. But really, why are you so rich?
Why?
I've asked her the same question before.
I mean, it's sort of a weird question. I was given this money and I am happy to use it for the group's benefit. So,
well, I do have a, if possible, I would, actually, no, we haven't long rested yet. Never mind, I didn't say nothing. We're good. I don't know anything else. I'm like, yeah, we're good. Okay, so, well, it is whatever money you have that's, it's, excuse our curiosity. I mean, some of us a little more, but
no,
That's-
that's all right. But I am happy to share it, especially since you are, well, you did not make a mystery of your disdain for those of us who are newer to adventuring. So I am happy to give what I have in exchange for learning from you, since I am not really sure if I'm cut out to be an adventurer.
oh, but the way I'm going to just cast guidance and just do anything, we're still casting guidance. I'm out of bless. The way that you were able to fight back there, like that's you handled, like you went in there, you fought, like there was like I don't know. It seemed to me it didn't seem like it was your first time out there. Is what I'm trying to say, and you did a fantastic job holding your own against some people who were they weren't weak by any means. So
These
I think-
two both got knocked out the first time we got into a fight together. So
Oh,
it
Thank
happened.
you,
Okay,
Uranus.
okay.
Thank
Well,
you so much.
Just saying.
I mean that.
well, that's because someone decided to skirt around and like kind of run away. But that's it's beyond the point. So, anyways, and I'm old, so I was just tired. Like, I mean, I've been in plenty of other bigger things before. With age, because it's up to you. Sometimes eventually you get tired, so I get tired a little more often than other people. That's all.
Uranus isn't going to respond. He's just going to clock that away for.
And Grung is like, if someone's down, he needs to be healed. Well,
Pride's like, I'm in the middle of something. Oh no.
but no, Price, seriously, like the way you fought back there. I mean, I think you're already more than capable if you want to do something like this. But may I ask why you want to be in this kind of a life?
I want to help make the world a better place. There are lots of inequities, and I have the capability to help, I guess. Maybe not. I don't know. Is it always scary?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
good.
100%.
But your heart's in the
Well.
right place, so at least one hurts. That's the main thing I think that matters the most, if anything. So
He'll be fine.
like I said, as long as we're all here with you, I'm sure I speak for all of us. Like, we're gonna do what we can to help each other out. I feel like, at least. So
Girls, it's nice to not be alone.
yeah, but with Ed on our side too, like we definitely have balance in our favor at least. So, and what we're trying to do at least is keep the balance. So it's gonna be in our favor as well.
Uranus is going to go to sleep.
Yeah.
Watch.
Straight up.
Oh, on the log. Head on the log.
Head on the
Oh,
log.
yes.
Do you have the log back? I thought it's like, okay, yeah.
Keep watch.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah. I'll stay up first. I'm gonna pray a little bit before I go to bed anyway.
You'll be
So
the first watch.
yeah, because
Yeah,
I
I
want to
think
pray a
you
little
should.
bit.
You're going to be the first watch.
Yep.
Roll credits. That's the
Yep.
end of it. That's it.
Name drop.
Make sure to keep an eye on Greta.
That pun will always be allowed on this show. Yes.
You say that as if you haven't let me pun, like as if all the puns I've already told are not in this recording.
Yeah,
He
no, I cut them
censored
all
them.
out. I
Yeah,
cut them all
they're
out.
all-
Darby. It's
Mhm.
just there's these weird jump cuts in the episodes. Just
Oh, you're joking. Okay.
That's why you should never sign up for a pre-recorded show instead of a live show.
Bet I'll just reinsert the puns when we air.
All right, so y'all going to sleep, setting watches. Grokus, you're taking
Yeah.
the first of the watches.
Watch. The first of the watches. Nice try.
Who has second?
Who's on first?
Yeah.
I can go second.
Okay, Malachi has second, and who has third?
Go
Whoa.
We can have multiple people on watch. We can
We
hang
heard
out.
this.
We could be
Yeah.
besties.
You know what's
All
with
right.
Grokus, but it's fine. I have more time to pray. Whatever.
It's like that person who's like, "Hey, you want to go to church with me? Like, you want to pray with me?"
I'll stay up with you, Grokus.
All right, whoever's doing first watch, go ahead and roll a perception check.
Do we both have to do it, or can I give him advantage?
Okay,
You
I'll
can
take
give him
take
advantage, yeah.
advantage.
Good, because my perception sucks.
Ooh, thank God for that advantage because it's a 16 and a 3. So it's going to be a 23.
23.
yeah.
Okay. It is not, I mean, it's late afternoon by the time you all settle down to go to sleep. It's not even evening time yet. So, you, as you're taking your watch, you hear people going by quite often. Not necessarily right in front of this building, but like, a street or two over, and there's certainly plenty of commotion. You do hear a few horns call out as well. Not sure what that would be about. And then you also hear, various sounds from the docks, bells being rung. You still hear the lap of the ocean against the rocks and whatnot. But Greta does not attempt to rob anybody or go anywhere, really. She stays, at least during this first watch, she stays kind of over by herself. And you see her every once in a while turn away from you all and like reach into her bag and pull something out and just kind of like stay there huddled. And then hand goes back in the bag and back towards things.
I'm just thinking porn now. I'm just like, well.
Oh.
Pulls out her phone and smiles.
Oh, gosh.
It's
Yeah, so anything the two of you want to do here before your watch ends?
So, well, I'm gonna do a real quick prayer, just because I pray out loud, so I mean you're gonna hear it's gonna be just a quick, just and or please, I'm getting too old for this, so but please, even if I don't have the power to put balance back to the world, at least give me the help, just to help with these 5 with us today. So please give me the strength to continue to provide balance for these people, because I mean otherwise there's no point for me even being here. So but yeah, just like I said, just we need all the help we can get, and please with Daisy Mae as well, because balance needs to be done.
Okay. Your watch comes to a close, and you wake up Malachite. Malachite, go ahead and roll a perception check for me.
Come on. 17.
17? Okay. Similar story. It does start to get dark during your watch. And you see, if you kind of get up every once in a while and look out the windows and whatnot, you can see some of the lamplighters going by and lighting torches along the streets. No one comes back in this area. These abandoned buildings are no longer on the rotation to get torchlight. You do at one point see a group of kids that kind of go by, a couple halfling and a human child who are kind of kicking some sort of little makeshift ball down the street, and it bangs into the wall of the building at one point. But they immediately kind of kick it and keep going down the road. Anything else that you do during your time?
I'm going to take my hand axe and I'm going to try to, over the course of this time, I'm going to try to like take the blade off of the handle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just trying to remove that?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, with your tools, easy enough to do.
Yeah.
Over the course of the time, so you now have an axe head and a wooden handle.
I also periodically put on my goggles at night and peek out the window.
Okay. Especially
see if I
as it
see
starts to
anything
get
in the
darker.
shadows. Yeah.
Yep. Do a scan.
They look very goofy. In the picture, they look like an owl. They have like a beak, and then like pointy things.
Yep.
So
they make your eyes like bug out to like this big.
Yeah.
Greta at one point catches sight. He's like, ah. During your watch, Greta eventually does curl up and just like in a little ball and go to sleep. So then final watch would be Peony and Artemis. Can I have you roll perception checks, please?
Ooh.
21.
21.
22? 13 plus 9? 22?
22?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
First hour of your watch goes by with no major incident. A couple people pass by. You hear some rowdy drunks, a couple streets away, stumbling about. Second hour in, there is a kind of a bump against the wall. And you take a quick peek and can see this person kind of stumbling down the road, kind of, that your building is on. And its hand is against the wall. And kind of swaying a bit, and then you see him come over and like jiggle the door a little bit. But as soon as it gets any resistance, you just hear this, and foots continue on.
Well, I think somebody had a good night drinking.
Yeah. Peony I don't think. Well, she's not spent a lot of time indoors. She's kind of like house noises are weird for her.
Are you all right?
Do walls usually make this much noise?
Older walls can creak. Are you used to are you scared?
It's just weird. I don't know. It's like when you sleep in a new tree and the knots and the bumps are like different than like your old tree.
You slept in a tree?
Yeah. Where'd you sleep?
In a bed. Usually.
That's so weird.
You're so weird. It's said with, I don't want to say love, because that's not what that is.
We're not best friends.
We're working on it. We're getting there. How about that?
Future best friends. Got it.
Future best.
Cool. Yeah.
FBFF.
FBF. FBF! Up and up! But you do like cool. So you have a. Do you know how to read?
Yes, I know how to read.
Do you read all that stuff in there? I can't read any of it. It's cool. Is it like your spell book? Do you cast spells with the book? I cast it with the stick.
I cast it with the book, and she'll roll up her sleeves to show like some tattoos as well. Yeah. Yes. And I'll just like cast like firebolt. Can I do like firebolt, but not like to its full extent?
Yeah, I would say you
like
can just conjure a
Lights
little
the
flame.
entire
out of it.
building on.
Light
Like a
this baby up.
Everybody dies.
Yeah, just light the whole thing on fire. But
Yep.
Yeah.
Ooh,
And then she'll just extinguish it really quick.
that's cool. I can
What can you do?
do this. And she's gonna make her eyes go change a different color with thaumaturgy.
Oh, that's nifty.
Yeah, the other stuff is just really loud. I feel like they'd probably get mad if I did
Yeah.
it.
Let's not do that now.
Yeah. Well, I can do things. It's
You can
really
do
cool. Yeah.
You're very mysterious, Peony.
Yeah. Is that cool?
I think that would be pretty cool. That is cool.
Mischievous. Yes. Good. Cool. Yeah.
Cool.
Mysterious. She's gonna like scribble something in her journal. Like that same page where she's like, it's her standing on top of this. She's like scribbling and then writes something else in like Dwarvish. She's like, yeah.
Artemis is just gonna like lapse into awkward silence because that's all she knows how to do.
All right. The rest of your watch goes by, and that brings you to very early in the morning. It's probably like 4 a.m. So I would say unless y'all want to get up this early, someone else could rotate in for a last watch just to bring you into the normal morning time. But we'll.
I think Gorgus will probably get up this early. Like he's usually like he's up this early, so just yeah.
Uranus will be up too, since
Okay.
he's just been asleep this whole time.
Okay.
That one person who sleeps through all the shit that happens wakes up the next morning. It's like, hey, why is everyone tired? What's up?
So you all, excuse me, stretch and wake up before the dawn. Greta is just out like a light. Like she is not waking up with the rest of you at the moment.
So my boy was kind of quiet. Make sure not to wake Greta. Are we gonna take off, or what was the plan?
It's just the two of us awake, right? Or is it all of us?
Is anybody else? I mean, the two who are on watch are probably still awake then.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, she's coming with us, so I guess we have to wake her up whenever we do leave. I'm kind of deciding if I want to steal back my gold, but I think I'll leave it.
Good. Okay, because I was gonna. Okay, that's good. Yes. That is good, lad. I mean, I was gonna definitely go against that, but you. I think you did the right thing. So for what it's worth, you'll get it back. I mean, and I'll help you get it back if I can. So I have a feeling that we may need some gold coming up. I may have been granting something from an enter that might help us out in the future. So just more of a feeling per se, but
be found or taken.
Wait, say again.
Do you need gold for it, or can it just be found or taken?
I mean, if it's, I think I need some sort of, I guess, like a jewel, a diamond is a feeling I'm getting, and just like a pretty decent sized diamond.
Diamond. Okay.
So
Good to know. I'll be on the lookout.
thank you. I appreciate it. Like I said, I think it'll be definitely something that can help all of us. Hopefully it'll never have to be used, but if it does, I'd be God darn it.
My turn to mess with you all.
Hopefully that even goes. That's, oh my gosh. But yeah, so hopefully we won't have to use it, but if we do, and also if you do run into any another lookout, if you get into a glass eye, let me know as well. That might come in handy too. So
Well, on that note, just for the audience's benefit, with the completion of this short or long rest, our heroes all hit level 5. So, welcome to a whole new realm of fun abilities and spells, folks.
On that note, I am going to start carving some symbols onto that wooden handle.
Okay.
Infusions.
is this noticeable? Like, can we all see you kind of, or you just like out in the open just carving it?
Yeah.
What you doing? Can I see? Like Peony's just like scooching.
Yeah.
My dad.
I show her. It's like artificer symbols, so you would actually recognize them.
Yes.
But for us not well versed in those symbols, what is, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, they don't necessarily mean anything other than they're giving this some abilities. I can use this to cast spells, so yeah, should help me out.
Neat.
Sure, we'll need it where we're headed. So
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Should we head out?
Yeah.
Yes.
Can I nudge Greta awake?
Yeah, so she got starts, and then what time is it?
Time to go.
Back in an hour. And she pops up to her feet and like heads out the door. Like she actually doesn't go out the door. Like she like throws open the shuttered windows and like boing, like jumps.
okay, I guess we're
out the
are we
window.
following?
Are we following you?
No.
Oh.
Oh. Okay.
Will you meet us at the mine?
Back in an hour.
Oh, she's gonna come back.
Oh, well.
Oh goodness.
Should we keep a watch on the door in case she like brings back like people?
Suddenly.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean,
Well,
I'll watch the window. Paddle and I
Someone
will
who
watch
wants to make a nature check.
Oh,
The ranger.
interesting. I'd like to make a nature check.
that's $1. Thank you.
royalties, please.
Yeah.
Nature. So it's gonna be you. It's a no from Grokus. Just no.
14.
14. Okay. Not sure exactly where Greta's headed. Creatures like this are you're not familiar with. Like, you've heard of Grung, you've probably seen one around every once in a while, but they're actually one of the less common species in Alson. So anything in terms of like, oh, is this like something Grungs do? Like, you don't know.
Grunks just leave in the morning before they have to do
like
things. They
that.
just have to take an
Yeah.
hour. Well, Peony's just gonna sit by the window, like low, and just keep it with Petal, just like kind of like keeping an eye out once in a while, just like.
Sounds good.
Is there anything else we need to do in the city for an hour?
I mean, I definitely wouldn't mind stopping by a church, but I feel like I'd be the only one. So
I don't think we should go out necessarily.
Yeah. I think we just wait.
can I read the book that I got from the library about the disappearance of the dwarves or the what happened to them? So I'll probably spend the time doing that then if possible.
Yeah. A lot of the information is stuff that you already know, just from the little you remember of your childhood, and then also the bits you've been able to piece together. One thing that you do read that is new information to you, because it comes from a more kingdom-wide perspective, is the fact that that it wasn't an instantaneous, like, all around the kingdom thing. People have pieced together the reports, and it seemed to have started in the north. The northern mines went quiet first, and then the middle of the kingdom, and then the southern. So it was within a series of weeks, but there was almost like a directionality to when and where they stopped hearing from people.
Okay, so starting the northern mines, and within like a week, that's when it kind of okay.
Within like 2 or 3 weeks, everybody had gone quiet, but the first reports came from the north, subsequent from the middle parts of the kingdom, and then in the south.
Yeah, I guess we just wait for Greta to get back.
Okay.
I'm gonna dig around in my bag and find some sort of. I'll hand Artemis my cloak and be like, "Would you hold this for me, please?
Absolutely.
I'm going to change just in case we need the ruse." And she's gonna put on like the nicest outfit that she has in her bag, just in case.
What does it look like?
So like before she had on this sort of like corset with a skirt and like pants and boots. The boots are the only shoes she has, but now she has like a skirt and blouse that she's still sort of like put her armor on under, but it's a little more ladies appropriate dressy and less pants. Yeah.
While she's doing that, can I just look around the warehouse?
Sure. Go ahead and make a investigation check. Are you just kind of looking in this immediate area, or are you kind of going back into some of the back rooms?
Some of the back rooms just to see what's what.
Okay.
Because we got nothing to do for an hour. Investigation plus 0. That is a 9.
9. Roll it with advantage.
Ooh.
Oh.
If I know what he's doing, can I give him guidance to see him like searching around?
That's a 16 plus 0, 16.
Yep. So you can add guidance, yeah.
Yeah, get the D4 going.
Okay. 16 plus 1, 17.
Okay. The reason with the advantage is because as you're kind of rooting around and kicking things over and whatnot, you're not finding anything. And then there's just this strange little, almost like your ears are burning. This strange, weird tingle. But it's just on the left side, like your left ear and cheek kind of just tingle a little bit. You kind of turn and look that direction, and there's more crates over there. And
yeah, can I look over in that direction?
yeah, you walk over there and kind of kick at some stuff, and this long, low crate, you kick at it and it slips open, and you see a little glimmer of something.
Oh, I open it up.
Throw it open. You remove some straw that's kind of in there. And you see a long, thin blade that is very long and thin until all of a sudden it curves very drastically towards the tip, still maintaining that thinness. The handle itself kind of curves back the other direction, has a very kind of like what we would identify modern or real world as like a Persian kind of influence to it. But it's very long, one-handed weapon, and it's in a sheath that's like all this like dark gray and silver.
Can I pull it out of its sheath? Like, can I pick it up and look at it?
You pick it up. It's very light. You take it by the handle and pull it out. There's a ring, and you feel a little bit of vibration in the thin blade. That curve at the end is wicked. Comes to a really nice point. You would know just from swinging around, like this is very much a cutting weapon. Like all the momentum is built into that curved part, so you can just slice through things real quickly. It is in pristine condition. It does not look to be touched by time or wear and tear or the elements.
I'm taking it.
Where did you just?
Yeah, I come back towards the front. And I'm just like, I found this weapon back.
What do
in
you
the back
got
of the
there?
warehouse.
A knife.
I'm gonna ritual
Wow.
cast detect magic. So I'm gonna say a quick prayer asking for guidance if this is Vetter can let me know if this is anything to do with any magical properties to it. So
Yeah, you cast detect magic on it.
I'll take the 10 minutes to ritual cast it. So
Sure,
it'll
you take the time to do it. You're sensing that it's magical. You get an aura from it. But an immediate school of magic escapes you. Normally when you detect magic, you're able to immediately tell transmutation, evocation, divination, etc. This has like a general aura, and there's like you can't pinpoint what school it might be coming from.
Oh, this is strange. That this, so it's magical, but I can't. Whatever reason, energy only shows them to tell me that it's magical, but I can't tell you what school it's from. Just that there's some magical property to it. So
Can I try to investigate it as well?
Yep, go and make an Arcana check, or unless you're going to cast detect magic as well.
guidance. You type it like I see you're looking like yes.
So 21. Wait, no. I don't know what's going on with D&D Beyond today. Give me 1 second. Let's try from here. It was Arcana?
Yes, an Arcana check.
Okay. 13.
A 13. You're picking up little faint bits of magical aura, but especially after Groka's kind of identifying it, but you're not even really getting like any clear, like in game or out of game, you're not getting any clear like this is a +1 weapon or anything like that. Like it's just magical, which is really strange.
Is there an inscription on it anywhere?
A maker's mark?
Yeah, you look around and kind of inspect it, kind of hilt to tip, and there are general designs and etchings on it, kind of flourishes into the handle and scabbard, but there's no maker's mark, there's no inscription anywhere that you can see.
Well, I guess I got a new sword. It doesn't seem like it.
I'm not sure if you should. I mean,
You don't know what it does.
Can I just swing it around a little bit? It doesn't seem like it's, doing anything bad.
Beautifully
yes,
balanced.
but
Perfectly balanced, as all things should be.
the only issue that is not if there's things that are cursed, if you know what I mean. So I'm just saying, be careful. I mean, we don't know. I've never seen something that has a magical property, but not be able to glean what it is. And
As long as you're not picking up that it's, like evil or anything, I think we're good. I mean, come on, look at it. Yeah, I'm gonna sheath it and put it at my belt.
Tiny toy.
All right.
Okay. You sheathe the weapon and take it. And in the time that all of this has happened and you've taken time to identify and talk about this, all of a sudden you hear this like wet squishing sound. And you all whip around and you see, having hopped through the window again, is Greta, but she's now dripping wet. And still like wringing out bits of her clothes. I was like, all right, all ready to go.
Did I see anyone following Greta? Or...
No, your past perception didn't pick anything up.
Sick. Sick. Yeah. Let's have the
From within the building with very limited access to the view of the street, your passive perception saw nothing.
All those conditions.
Oh,
That's why you say it like that.
That's mean.
Okay, let's go then. Did you have a nice swim?
Just need to get in the water.
Bath. Okay.
Got you.
Mhm.
Are we getting the wagon, Malachite?
Well, how are we getting out?
Through the mines?
Looks to Greta.
You wanted me to take you into the mines.
I think
I'm not
prize
giving
plan
back the
is
gold
good.
or the cool rock.
No, you can keep
We can use prize plan to get to the mine. Just
Yeah.
follow
Yeah.
her with her entourage.
Yeah, so we can go get the wagon and
And Pride, that's a very lovely outfit too, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Can I disguise myself as like the butlerist butler?
The most
Yes.
butleress. Roll
Yes.
roll
Like
for
with the white
butleress.
with the white gloves and the tails,
Yes.
coat and everything.
Oh
Okay.
my god.
Is anybody else doing anything for disguises?
I'm gonna just wear my robes. So I'm gonna carry my armor. Just have my robes on. Just kind of like classic kind of clerical robes. So.
Okay.
Kind of see my guts. It's like poking out a little bit, but it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Malachite, Artemis, Peony, you all go in just as yourselves?
yeah, I think
Okay.
I think so.
You all begin one by one heading out into the street. You look left and right. There's no one in the immediate vicinity. This is a very abandoned part of town, other than the odd passerby. No one really spends any time back here. You make your way out, and Greta begins leading you down the direction towards... she starts by leading you down what looks like towards the coast, but then veers north, so to your left, very sharply, and begins heading that direction through the streets. She kind of looks back at one point. It's like, are we being sneaky or just walking?
No, we are just walking like we know where we're going, which you do.
I don't really like being seen much.
Oh. I can disguise you to look like somebody else.
What am I gonna look like?
Cool.
Who do you want to look like?
Blur.
I want to look like her. And she points to Pry.
Make her look like my little sister. Like
I
a
can do
smaller
that.
version of me.
I want the. Can I have the dress too?
Matching outfits.
Besties. Peony's
Yeah.
shedding a little tear.
Oh no.
So I'll oh wait, no, it's disguised self. Shoot.
Oh no.
It's only on myself. Never
You
mind.
do it to yourself like bam. Oops.
No, I'm
It's
not gonna
fine.
cast that.
It's fine. I didn't want to look like that anyway.
I can make you invisible.
Yes,
That
please.
seems good.
Will we follow her if she is invisible?
True.
That is.
Well, once we get once we get the wagon, she can direct us, but
Okay.
I mean, I could if I
Oh.
let me read the specifics of the spell.
You all adopt an
Cast Hunter's
NPC,
Mark.
you got to figure out what to do with them.
I can.
Can't have a puppy unless you take care of it.
You had to adopt Greta.
You have advantage. Fine. I can cast. I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark on Greta.
Ooh.
I love that
Oh,
use
so
of
you can
Hunter's
follow
Mark.
her. She's invisible. Okay. I was
You know
like,
what? I don't do this very often, but Darby, take a point of inspiration. 'Cause
Yes.
I love that use of Hunter's Mark.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
I can
man.
keep track of Greta. I mean, like
Man.
we're like simpatico.
Yes. Non-combat.
Alright, so, yeah.
Yes, love it.
I'll cast invisibility on her.
Wow. Did it work? I can still see myself.
It worked.
Oh, you're gone. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't know who to believe.
Well, why don't you we'll do it if I hold up a reflective like a little mirror or something.
Yep, doesn't reflect. She's like, ah!
Look at that. Ah, see? Because you can see me in it, and it's
That's wild.
magic is cool. You wanna learn magic?
No, thank you. All right, let's go.
Okay.
And she pads off. As you all, with Peony serving as your homing beacon with Hunter's Mark, to find Greta, head off into the city. That's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Ooh.
Oh, I'm ready for next time already.
Yeah. Can we just keep going and just?
yeah.
Cool.
I don't have to go to work tomorrow at all.
Yeah.
Going to work.
That should be the next episode.
Hey, if we work hard enough, this can become work. Okay, so
Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go.
Facts.
There you go.
Mood.
Well, thank you everybody for watching and hanging with us in this latest installment of our campaign. I had a lot of fun this episode. A lot of interesting character development moments and some cool decisions being made. So we'll see you next time. In the meantime, check out all those things we plugged at the beginning. Check out Grispin Hills. Check out Treetops and Terrace. Check out all the other great stuff on our channel. We've got 2-3 years worth of content up there with all sorts of wonderful stories. So until next time.